Damn it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I'm making a mess over here. What's up, everybody? Happy December the 1st to everybody. All right. Let's get ready to get this party started. We got a lot to talk about. I feel like we haven't had a proper tribe meeting in a while, honey. Woo, let's get into this. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Let me say hi to my people. First of all, there's 50 people in the chat. Shout out to the 50 people in chat. Please hit that like button on your way in. It is appreciated. Hey, Lemon Kush. What's up, Tan? Hey, Tracy. Nico. What's up, Les? Diva Juan. Hey, Below. China White. Hello, everybody. What's up, Ebs? Hey, L Love. Miss Trisha P. What's going on? Hey, C Golden. Cool Gamer. What's up, Slot Sylvia? Hey, what's up, Miss Baythane? Hey, everybody. As you can see, I'm getting the Jack Daniels box ready. I'm still putting the names in the box, y'all. I'm running a little late today, but I said I'm not going to hold up the live. I can do this. I can do two things at the same time. I can finish putting the names in the box while we're talking. Now, for those who don't know what's going on, hey, everybody. Hey, what's up, Mimi? What's up, Ariel? For those who don't know what's going on, the 12 days of Christmas starts today, and I will be picking the first name today. Now, I told you guys yesterday that the first prize was going to be a candle from Fifi TV, who is a YouTuber and a small businesswoman, and she makes candles. What's up, Miss Kiki? Hey, April. What's up, Cross Country Cruiser? Hey, Pretty Girl Aesthetics. Hey, everybody. But I got some news today, and we're gonna switch it up. So as y'all know, my girl Abby has been teasing us with some things. If y'all follow her on Instagram and y'all, she's been letting us know that it's coming. Well, we found out today what it is. So let's check out what's going on. Okay. I feel like I just did a trap just now when I said, okay. All right. This is what we got going on. Now, y'all know Abby reviews now because of her real job that pay her real money. She don't really be doing her get ready with me's every day like she used to. But if y'all know Abby, y'all know y'all going to get a look from Abby. So Abby has partnered with Exquisite Beauty. I hope I said that right. And she has her own makeup palette over there. Now, the pre-orders are available today. As you can see, this is the website. Abby, put the link in the chat, please. Put your link in the chat. You can pre-order today, and there are 3 different kits. You have the ruby kit, the ruby kit. You have the plum, and then you have chocolate. Okay, and here's the kit. And the pre-orders are available today. Now, if you spend $40 or more, you get free shipping, and the kits are $40. So if you go over there and buy you a kit, honey, you got your free shipping. So today, that is what you're going to be winning today. You're going to be winning a kit from Abby's line over at Exquisite Beauty, okay? That is what we got going on. So congratulations to my girl, Abby. Some people said they already ordered. So if you've already ordered and I pull your name, if you're a member and you already ordered, then you can get the candle, okay? But if you have not already ordered from Abby, then that is what you will be winning today. Okay, you got the plum. I think I'm going to get the plum and the chocolate. Y'all know I like me a good chocolate. Honey. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and support Abby, please, and thank you. Listen, even if you're not a makeup person, you know somebody in your life that might be a makeup person. Y'all go over there and y'all support Abby. All right, okay. So that's what we have going on today, okay? All the congratulations in the chat. Yes, congratulations to my girl, Abby, over there. And Abby manifested that. Abby talked about this, about a year or so ago. Abby talked about wanting her own makeup line. I remember her talking about that. Okay. Trying not to be a sap and cry. I love y'all. Oh, well, we love you too, girl. So I'm gonna be ordering 2 today. I'm gonna be ordering 1 for myself, and then I'm gonna be ordering 1 for y'all. And then on my next payday, I'm gonna order the other 2, honey. So I'm gonna get the plum one today for me, and I don't know what color I'm gonna get for the other person, for the person that wins. And then I'm going to my next payday, I'm gonna get the other 2, honey. So I'm gonna get all 3 of them, child. You know I'm gonna get all 3. Anyway, so that's what we got going on. And the link is in the chat. So even if you're not a member, if you are a makeup person, you can go over there and support Ebbs. Again, even if you're not a makeup person, you know somebody on your Christmas list that might be a makeup person. So you guys can go over there and support her. All right. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot of foolishness. That's what it is. All right. The Jack Daniels box is full. Those you guys can see. All of the names are in there. Oh, damn it. See, look at me. All of the names are in there. You see me shaking it up. Tracy said her name never came out last year. We're going to pray for better days for Tracy this year, okay? Your name was in it last year, C. Golden. Everybody who is lit up in green, name is in the box. Look at Abby. I mean, look at Tracy throwing tomato. All right, we'll get to that a little bit later on. We'll do that before we get off of here. But let's get into some things. First of all, we got to send a congratulations out to Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight, they're going to be making a biopic of a mini series, I believe it is, on Gladys Knight's life. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I hope she tell us what happened between her and Les Brown. Remember her and Les Brown was together and they was all booed up and coupled. Then they got married and they got divorced like 3 months later, I feel like. I want to know what had happened. I'm always curious when people date, they so in love, they get married, and then they be divorced like 6 months later. I hope she tell the whole story, child. But shouts out to Gladys Knight for that, okay? Shouts out to Keisha Knight Pulliam, who announced that she is pregnant. Now, she is really pregnant. She was like, I ain't telling y'all nothing. You thought it was her. Maybe it was her gambling problem, because that was around the time that she did say she had a gambling problem. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened, child. But she is pregnant. You know, last year she got married. He's another actor. They met on the set of a Christmas movie or something they did. So congratulations to Keisha Knight Pulliam, Lil Rudy. Congratulations to her. Okay. Child, that was an entanglement. Ooh, not an entanglement. Okay. All right. What's up, Yana? Hello. I know that's right. Happy Friday Eve. All right. Shouts out to Michael Vick. For those who do not know, Michael Vick is a former NFL quarterback, black quarterback, who got in trouble for running an illegal dog fighting ring. Lost everything and then had a comeback story. He got out of jail, came back to the NFL, did really well. But he is actually executive producing a documentary on the evolution of the black quarterback in the NFL. And for those of you who are not really that into sports or what have you, you may or may not understand the significance of what we talk about when we say the evolution of the black quarterback in the NFL. You know, once upon a time, the position of quarterback was thought to be something that black men were not smart enough to handle. They weren't smart enough to be the quarterback, because the quarterback basically runs the offense. And so there was a long uphill battle for black quarterbacks to be respected, for black quarterbacks to be allowed to play, and to make their mark in the NFL. So I think that'll be a really good documentary. And shouts out to Mike Vick. Shouts out to him for that. All right. So I think those are my announcements for today. I think those are my good announcements for today, child, before we get into this foolishness. Let me mark that off my list so I know I talked about the foolishness, okay? Keisha Knight Pulliam. Okay. I'm not into sports, but I love a good documentary, a good sports documentary. Okay. He absolutely Well, I'm not gonna say he revolutionized the position, but he was definitely one of the people that did. There were other black quarterbacks, but yeah, he definitely was one of the ones that did. Yep, he did. Yep. Definitely did. What's up, Stiggs girl? Hey. Now let me say this. I want to make an announcement about Shanquella Robinson. Now the other night I did report some false information, and that's my fault. I said that the young lady was in custody because I was seeing it pop up all over YouTube. When I went to the internet to try and find um when I went to the internet to try to find an article, I couldn't. And usually if I can't find a credible news source, I don't repeat it. And so that's what I should have done. I shouldn't have repeated it. And so I apologize to you guys. The thing about this Shanquella Robinson case is, on one hand, us on social media have really pushed it, and that's been a great thing. But on the flip side, from the very beginning, there's been so much information, and it's been, you've been having to shift through so much fact or fiction of the information. And so for that, like I said, that's my fault. Um, that's my fault. I shouldn't have repeated it until I knew for certain. So I apologize to you guys. If I couldn't find a credible news source, I shouldn't have repeated it. And you're right, a lot of people reported it. But when I went to the internet to find an article, I could not find one. And I just shouldn't have repeated it. Okay. What Tracy sending me, child? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about his dumb ass. Okay. What? Oh Lord. Okay, we're gonna talk about that next. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all know my producer is always sending me stuff, child. The producer. Oh, before I forget, for those of you that are still playing in the Really Be Football League, you know it's Thursday. You gotta get your picks in. And don't worry if you missed a week here or there, it's all good, child. We didn't all miss a week here or there. I messed up last week, the week of Thanksgiving, and I knew the game started early on Thursday because was Thanksgiving, and I still missed it. So we've all made mistakes, y'all. So just because you missed a week or two doesn't mean you out of it. So go ahead and do your picks. We got a long way to go. Go ahead and do your picks. Well, not that long of a way to go, but go on and do your picks. Um, I heard. Okay, wait a minute. Praying for her healing. Okay, who we praying for? Hold on. Can you guys pray for my sister cousin? She had back surgery last week, and today they had to go back in because of spinal fluid. Oh, Tracy, yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, we definitely gonna keep that in prayer. Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. So yeah. So with that being said, you guys, from moving forward, I'm going to be very very selective. Especially when it comes to Shanquella Robinson, I think so many people want to. I think we're all energized about getting the information out. We're all vested in coming to a conclusion about the situation. I think all of us are so vested in it that we're jumping the gun. And maybe some of us, and like I said, I point at myself as well, are not vetting this information that's coming in. And I also think that part of it is because information is coming in from another country that may not always be in English, and that we're relying on what other people are telling us. So, again, I point the finger at myself, but I'm just letting you guys know that the Shanquella Robinson stuff, I'm going to make sure that I'm really, really trying to vet it before I pass it on. So I may not be the first, but hopefully we'll be accurate. Okay. All right. Um, oh, I thought I heard something. Okay. Okay. So we have that, child. We got that. Okay. I guess we need to go ahead and jump to this Antonio Brown story since it seems to be some breaking news in this Antonio Brown story. So Antonio Brown, some of you may or may not know Antonio Brown, um former, NFL player. And he's had some challenges. He's had some challenges over the last couple of years since he's left professional football. But it looks like earlier today, there was a complaint filed against him, an arrest warrant put out for domestic a DV offense. Allegedly, he threw a shoe, I think it was, at his ex fiance, and it hit her in the ponytail. And there was an arrest warrant issued for him. But it looks like the police showed up to his house, and he is refusing to allow the police into the house, and he is currently in a standoff with the police. So let me read y'all this article, honey. Hold on, let me read y'all this article, child. It's a mess. It's what it is. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. All right. Let me read y'all this article. This is coming from the Neighborhood Talk. Police will reportedly stop. Okay. Antonio Brown allegedly refusing to go into police custody after an arrest warrant was issued on him for DV. Tampa Police Department reportedly had a standoff with him outside of his home after he locked the door and refused to come out. AB is really showing out now. Police were reportedly staked out in front of his home all day after the arrest warrant for DV was issued this morning. Police reportedly had to use a megaphone and other tactics to try to get him out of the house because he kicked his baby mom and kids out and locked the door. As of now, AB is considered a wanted man. Yeah. Yeah. Now, for those who do not remember, Antonio Brown's last appearance in the NFL consisted of him stripping down to his drawers and running off of the football field. He took off his pads, his jersey. I think he might have still had on his breeches. But he stripped off his uniform and literally ran off at halftime. And that's the last time we saw him. I think there is some mental health issues there. This is not the first time that DV has been a part of what he got going on. Him and his ex-fiance have had other run-ins. But y'all, it's never comfortable when anybody, much less a black man, has a standoff with the police. It's never comfortable, never a good thing. So we're gonna pray that this comes to a positive resolution. I mean, I don't mean no harm, and this is gonna sound mean when I say it, and please don't nobody come for me and say I don't want nobody to think I'm making fun of DV, because I'm not. But it doesn't seem like this situation is that serious. I mean, I know there's an arrest warrant and all of that. No, I shouldn't say it's not that serious, but like from what I read, he threw something at the woman and hit her in the ponytail. I don't feel like that's something that's going to get him 20 years in jail. So why not call your lawyer, go down to the police station, do what you have to do, and deal with it from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why he's reacting this extreme, because it doesn't sound like, and I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong, because y'all know I ain't nobody's attorney and I ain't been to nobody's jail. But it seems to me like these charges are not charges that's going to have him in jail for 20 years. I mean, I don't even feel like these are charges that's going to have him in jail for the weekend. Like if he had went down there this morning and turned himself in, he probably would have been out by the afternoon. Right? I mean, is it something I'm missing in this story? Is it something I'm not familiar with, that I don't know, that I'm not up to date on? Shout out to the 120 people in the chat. If you could please hit that like button, it is much appreciated. Depending on the cost of the hair, the ponytail, it could be a civil matter. It could just be a civil matter. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not even being funny because I'm not making fun of DV, and it is serious and it's never okay. All right. So I don't want nobody to be like, I ain't doing that. But I'm just saying, in this situation, I've read several articles, and each article it was like hit her in the ponytail. Like they didn't say hit her in the head. I got my law degree in jail. Tell the people the truth. It's not, I'm glad you said it as a survivor. I didn't understand unless it's something not being said. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm definitely not trying to make light of any type of abuse. Please know that. But everywhere I read, it said, it never said hit in the head. It said hit her in her ponytail. And so I feel like because they're being very specific and saying hit her in the ponytail, I'm like, so what's really... I don't know. Did the shoe have a hidden knife in the heel? I don't know. It's a misdemeanor charge. He can call his lawyer. Kenya, I guess that's the point that I'm saying. Like, this isn't something that you're going to be in jail for the weekend, sir. It is Thursday. You could have turned yourself in this morning and you would be sitting at home right now, chilling. Now, I do know, like I said, there is a history there between him and her. This isn't the first time that there's been a situation with them, but I still don't think that this particular incident would have kept him out. I don't know. But I do, and that's what I think it is, Abby. When he ran off the football field, a lot of people were saying, he had mental issues, mental. So I think that's part of it. I think there is some mental. There's somebody put in the chat CTE. Well, unfortunately, at least as of the last I checked, they can't check for that until after he ain't here anymore. But that's definitely suspected. Definitely suspected that there's some CTE there. There's some sort of mental break there, right? So we're just going to keep some positive vibes about that. We're going to keep some positive vibes about that child. That might put him in a psych hole because his response seems yeah, that's what I'm saying. Incongruous to the situation. Now he might get on a 5150. They might get him on a 5150. Now they may get him on that. Me and Pat were talking about that earlier. I heard the opponent, I'm not doing that with you. Mims, I ain't doing that with you, Mims. I ain't doing that with you. I also think AB is the way he is because he lacks accountability overall. I agree. I think there's a level of spoiled athlete that's been able to do whatever he wants to do his whole life. I think there's a level of that. I do think there's a level of that. Yeah. Yeah. Unless he was told a repeat offense, he can do time. Unless he was told a repeat offense, he can do time. Well, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he could definitely end up doing time if there's a pattern there and there's some other issues going on. But I'm saying, as far as today is concerned, he would have made bail. He would be home right now. So I do think maybe there's just a mental break going on there. There's some sort of mental situation. Mods, what's my right? He's been trolling Tom Brady. Yeah, Cali girl, I forgot about that. He was trolling Tom Brady. Mods, what my likes looking like? If y'all could please hit that like button, it would be much appreciated. What's up, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa? What's going on, girl? Or ladies, I should say. What's going on, ladies? Right, if he had too many charges, he could be considered a habitual offender. Then he might get automatic time. 64 likes. Can we get over 100? We got 140 people in the room. Can we get to 100 likes? It is much appreciated. What's up, Xavier? Hey, love. We got 140 people in the chat. We can get over 100 likes. We can do it. If you can hit that like button as you come in, that'd be great. That would be perfect. I'm insulted. Really, only reads my comments if I super chat. What kind of friend is that? No, I read your comments, but you so shady. Oh, you so shady. Mims is shady, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that, but he is so shady. What's up, Melly? Hey. You was number 66. Thank you. Thank you, DC Kool-Aid and Elisa. Thank y'all, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. And that's not true. I do read your comments, sir. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So that's what's going on with that one, child. We'll come back to that. Like I said, if we get an update, y'all let me know in the chat if there's an update. Child, do we want the newest chapter of the never-ending saga that is Xscape? I put it, the live I did earlier this week. I said as Atlanta turns, because that's what I feel like. I feel like every day we just get a new episode of the Xscape drama, and we have like 2 more months, 3 more months before the show even come out. By that time, they done told us every damn thing, child. Anyway, Xscape was down to the Big Tigger show today, down to the radio station. And Tiny said that she didn't mean for her speech to be shady. She said that actually right now, she's the only one that's still talking to Latasha. That Tamika ain't talking to her. Candy ain't talking to her. So she said, it wasn't no shade. She said it really was just the way I was, she said, because I said my girls and I meant everybody. And she was like, because I'm really the only one that's speaking to her. So she said that her speech at the Lady of Soul Train Awards wasn't meant to be shady. She said, as far as the picture is, as far as the dress was concerned, that wasn't a big deal to them. They said that the picture that she sent them, she said that she did send them a picture of her dress, or sent the stylist a picture of the dress, and that in the picture, the dress looked gold. It looked like it would blend in with their dresses, and they didn't realize it would be. But they said it really wasn't a big deal to them. They said they didn't care. It wasn't a big deal to them. Now, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Y'all took a lot of, y'all are one of the groups that go out of y'all way to dress alike. Y'all do it all the damn time. Y'all dress alike on stage. Y'all dress alike on the red carpet. Like, y'all do that. Y'all coordinate y'all shit all the time. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that didn't bother y'all, and I don't believe it wasn't a big deal. And it stuck out like a sore damn thumb. So I don't believe that. Okay? Now, the meat and potatoes of the situation is they said, they doubled down on what they said about the fact that Latasha got her solo deal and stopped wanting to travel with them, stopped wanting to tour with them. And they said that she is not being truthful about the situation between her husband and the promoter. They said that her husband threatened the promoter first, and that the promoter, his response to what she keeps telling us that the promoter said about making her a widow, they said that was the promoter's response after her husband threatened him. And they said that they have the emails to prove that her husband was the aggressor. They also said that her husband is the one telling them that Latasha is not available to tour, and that he would let them know when she was available to go on tour. Now, let me say this, y'all. I really believe the ladies. They said they got text messages to prove, emails to prove a child. And I'm sure we're going to get all that when the show starts. I'm sure all that's going to be when the show starts, child. The other day, old girl came out saying she was child, we're going to I'm about to get to that in a minute, Morgan. I believe everything they said. I don't believe Latasha. Latasha is a David Ruffin, period. She won't learn till she's destitute in the streets singing for spare change in the New York subway. Child, you better say it again, Mims. Because again, it's history repeating itself. This is history repeating itself. And Funky Dineva did a video yesterday, and the one thing Funky Dineva said was, y'all spent years trying to convince Candy to come back to the group. Y'all spent years trying to get Candy to drop her grudge, to drop her anger, and come back and tour and do music. Y'all finally convinced Candy to come through. And then we right back where we started. Y'all doing the same bull hockey. Well, Latasha is, I should say. We saw Rocky on R&B Divas. He's something else. Why is it always the raggedy husband that mess up the wife opportunity, child? Because the women let him. These women keep letting these men do it. Now, as for the story about her husband cheating and having a baby on her, the woman claimed that she was hacked and that it ain't true. Now, remember, Tasha K told us this woman was a clout chaser and she was lying about being pregnant. Now, let me say this. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Because let's be clear. Somebody hacked your page. Of all the people in all of showbiz universe that somebody could lie about being pregnant by, why they pick her husband? You could lie. You could have hacked. Somebody could have hacked your page and lied about you getting pregnant by Jay-Z. They could have said, they could have lied and said you got pregnant by Sierra husband. They could have said that 21 Savage got you pregnant. Like, they could have come up with Chris Brown, Ursha, Ludacris, Dwayne Wade, 56. Like, there are 5,000 black men that they could have picked to say you got them pregnant. They picked Latasha husband. Hell, they could have picked Todd. Latasha husband. You said because his wife was already in the blogs? Yeah, but only about 1% of the people care. Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, really nobody care. Right. If you was going to pick on Xscape, you could have picked T.I., you could have picked Todd. Hell, everybody would have believed you about T.I. Ain't the first time he done cheated. We'd all believe that. But you could have picked anybody. And you picked him? So honestly, y'all, I feel like the truth is somewhere in the lie. That's how I feel about it. I feel like the truth is somewhere in the lie. Now, do I think that this woman is pregnant? Maybe not. No, maybe not. But do I think that there might have been some relations going on between Rocky and this chick? Maybe. Do I think that maybe this chick might know somebody that Rocky dealt with? Perhaps. I think we're getting warmer. I just feel like, and again, I understand that everybody got enemies and whatever, but somebody hacked into your Instagram and they decided to use you to say that you were having an affair with Latasha Scott's husband. Like Funky Dineva said, either the check cleared or the threat landed. Yep. You better say it again for the people in the back. Some people are lower rent. We'll find out soon. You know what, Yoli? You ain't lying. One thing for sure and two things for certain. We'll figure it out. It'll all come out in the wash. And that I believe. I believe that. It'll come out in the wash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She know these people. She has pictures with Candy and she is known. You know, she is known. So listen. I'm just telling y'all. I agree with what Funky Dineva said, though. Okay. Now, that's all I got to say about Xscape, child. I'm sure they're going to be talking about something else tomorrow, honey. Hey, what's up, Citizen Jane? What's up, love? Where's mine? No. They just don't like to talk about it. Oh, they all share. Well, praise the Lord. Hey, Leia, what's up? Oh, Lord, there they go. She was arguing with Tasha K in the comments after Tasha called her a liar. Why would a hacker do all of that? What drama Shawnee had, Morgan? I missed that. What drama did Shawnee have? You said with all this group drama and Shawnee's drama, this has been an eventful week. What? Tell me, Morgan. What drama did Shawnee have? Because I didn't watch her show. Was there some drama on that show? Because I could care less about Shawnee getting married. I mean, I wish her the best. Y'all know I'm all about black love, but I really could care less about Shawnee getting married, child. I promise you. All right, so we got that. It's 157 people in the chat. Shout out to the 157 people in the chat. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I hope everybody went on to hit that like button as they came in. It is what, y'all? Free 99. Go and hit that like button, y'all. So Nia Long has finally broken her silence. Okay. Nia Long has broken her silence, and she has spoken on the situation that was the scandal with her ex-fiance and the Boston Celtics. Okay. Now, for those who don't remember what had went down, Nia Long was engaged to what's his name? Udi. That allegedly Shawnee was the side chick and that her husband plays for the other team. Oh, child, yeah, we talked about. You know what's funny? We talked about that months ago over here. We talked about that rumor months ago, child. Shawnee may have been a side chick. Well, she got the ring now. She ain't a side chick no more. See, that's what people got to understand. Listen, everybody can't convert. Everybody can't go from side chick to main chick. Everybody can't go from, Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. Everybody can't go from, February the 15th to February the 14th. All right. Everybody can't go from celebrating my birthday on my birthday to celebrating my birthday when you can get away for the weekend. Okay. She made the transition. She had to glow up. If she went from side chick to main chick, baby, I ain't mad at you. What you gonna do? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So Nia Long and her fiance, he was the former head coach of the Boston Celtics. I think he's still on. I think officially he's still on suspension, but child, former head coach for the Boston Celtics. Okay, and the ring doesn't mean a thing. You can still be married and be the side chick. Look at Peter Guns and Amina. No, by definition, you're not the side chick if you're the wife. No. First of all, Peter Guns should never be your example. What's up, Willie Brown? How you doing? Hey, Kanika. Listen, Peter Guns should never be your example. Peter Guns won't shit from the beginning of this scenario all the way through the end. So we can't use him as your example. You got to give me a different example. If you want me to, that is not an example. Okay. I bet you, y'all, for all y'all people that keep thinking that are like, you're not the side chick and you the wife can't be the side chick. I mean, the wife can be the side chick. Okay. Let that man die. Thank you. Let that man die and don't have a will. It don't matter if he was not living with his wife. It don't matter if he was living full time with the side chick. It don't matter if the side chick went to Thanksgiving dinner, went to the graduation. It don't matter. None of that. Let that man die and not have a will. We're going to see who the side chick and who the wife is then. That's all I'm going to say about that. Nah, I mean, it was definitely the side with the whole ring and papers. Nah. But again, Peter Guns just can't be. Hey, what's up, Zataya? Hey. Peter Guns just can't be the example. I just can't take him seriously. Okay. But anyway, how did she expect an organization to protect her when she wasn't employed by them. So just because you converted to the main chick don't mean he will not get a new side chick. Yeah. Oh no. Again, I ain't saying he won't get another side chick. I'm just saying you went from side chick to main chick. Like, I mean, you gotta respect the glow up. I don't know. The other one was the side chick. This isn't that her man's job to, and isn't that her man's job to protect her. Side chick ain't getting shit. My uncle, ooh, wait a minute. They had been together for 6 years. They had a daughter together 6 years. They would not remove the body until his wife got there. Facts on facts on facts. Listen, my uncle, we didn't even know that he was still married to his wife until he died. They hadn't lived together. Matter of fact, we had to find her. We didn't even know what this woman was. They were still legally married, and there were certain things that the family could not do without talking to her. And his life insurance policy went to her. As you know, she wouldn't give us no money for his funeral. We paid for the funeral. You know how much money she gave us for the funeral? $100. $100. Anyway, child, moving on, child. Right, Peter Guns is absolutely the example of what not to do. Right, I can't, yeah. So Nia spoke, and Nia talked about the disappointment in the Boston Celtic organization making this public. I think who was that? Who was first choice? I don't know who that is, but they calling me by my nickname, so they must know me. I don't know who that is, but you must know me, first choice, because you didn't call me by my nickname. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, so here's how I feel about the situation. Back when it was first happening, a lot of people felt like the Boston Celtic organization did not have to, like, the situation went public. It sort of blindsided a lot of people. Do I think that it was the Boston Celtics organization to reach out to her? No. Do I feel like it would have been a nice gesture to check on her? Yeah. Do I think that they were obligated to do that? No. I'm not even sure I understand why she felt like they would. Um, yeah. I mean, y'all weren't even married. And don't get me wrong, I love Nia, and I think that what happened was real effed up. But I'm just not understanding why she felt like, she said, well, they never reached out to her. Um, she said that her first priority was her son, which it should have been. She said she had to pull her son out of school. Mia, I mean, Lord, I keep saying Mia. Nia, girl, I like you, Nia, but you had already pulled him out of school. Y'all literally had just moved to Boston. So you immediately moved back to LA. You had already pulled him out of school. I mean, did you just say you didn't put him back in school when y'all got back to LA? Um, a nice gesture for the forever girlfriend of an ex-employee, Nia. Now you not making sense. Yeah, I mean, and again, remember, your husband, your fiance was in the wrong. Like, it's not like your fiance, no, I just got lucky. I'm just part of the tribe. I just thought your uncle's wife pulled a classic move. Oh, okay. Because I was like, my friends from college call me classic. And that's why I was like, you must know me. Because my friends from college call me that. That's why I said that. I was like, hmm. Yeah, again, I like you, girl. And what happened to you was real effed up. It was very public. And because you're a celebrity, it made it even worse because people know you, and it made the situation worse. But I think you stretching out this one, Nia. I don't feel like the Celtics owed you anything. Remember, your fiance was the perpetrator in this situation. Like, he was wrong in this situation. It's not like something was done to him. He did it, literally. because when they are courting him, they are courting the partner. She used a lot of attention from the organization. She's used to a lot of attention. Probably. It appears that Nia gave her life up. She has a right to say what she wants. She can say what she wants, but it doesn't make it right. I mean, I can say I'm a millionaire, but I'm not. Right. I don't even think the wife would have gotten that courtesy. And again, does she have a right to be angry? Absolutely. And she can be, and maybe there's stuff that we don't know that happened behind the scenes as far as her and the organization is concerned. Maybe there was some conversations that were had. Like there may have been things that happened behind the scenes that we're not privy to that would make her feel like they owed her that. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree, YBS. I really feel like the only person you should be mad at is him. He's the only person in this situation that did you dirty. And he's the only person in that situation that had an obligation to treat you differently. And yeah, I agree with that, Corey. She didn't give her life up. Like she never stopped acting. She never stopped working. Like she literally had just moved to Boston. He had been the head coach for over a year. And she literally had just moved the week that the story broke. So yeah, I don't feel like she gave up. I mean, that's my opinion. Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, again, I like you, girl, but I feel like you was asking for too much. Because think about it. In any other situation, what if your husband what if he was in a top management position at Papa John's? Would you have expected the owner of Papa John's to reach out to you or the CEO to reach out to you? Like, I don't understand why you felt like they owed you anything. But I'm sorry that it happened, girl. And I'm glad that you're moving forward, okay? Because for a while there, I thought you was going to stay with him. But it looks like you're not. And that ain't my business either, I should say. I guess it ain't my business. 152 people in the chat. What my likes looking like, y'all? One of my mods. All right, y'all ready to pull the name? It's 150 people in the chat. Y'all ready to pull the name? All right. So this is a members. This is my 12 Days of Christmas members giveaway. It's coming out of the Jack Daniels box. Today, you will be winning a pallet. It's 105. I mean, it's 107. All right. Can we get to 120 likes, please? If you just came in, could you please hit the like button? Today we will be you will be winning a palette from Ebby Reviews makeup collection with exquisite beauty. Okay. This is what you'll be winning. A palette from Exquisite Beauty. And even if you're a guy, you can give it to your girlfriend, wife, mama, cousin, aunt. Christmas coming, child. You can't lose. You can't lose. It's Christmas coming, okay? 110 likes. All right, yeah, let's get to 120. Let's see if we can get to 125. 125. You see, I'm pulling my hand out. The only person that is not eligible to win a makeup palette is Ebby. If you've already purchased one, then I will. You can win the candle. All right, y'all ready for the name? Quintessential. Hold on, let me put it up here because y'all gonna swear I was cheating. Y'all can see my chicken scratch handwriting. Quintessential. All right, I'll put it on the community wall because I know she's in class right now. But Quintessential won the makeup palette, Ebby. And like I said, when I get off of here, I will be ordering 2, one for me and one for Quintessential. And then next payday, I'm gonna order the other 2, child. I'm gonna order the other 2. I've been buying Christmas gifts, child. I gotta wait till next payday for that. Hey, Peace, what's up, love? Hey. The other thing too is Bath and Body Works $9 3-wick candles sale starts tonight at midnight. If you are on the app, you can start shopping now at 8 o'clock. From 8 to midnight, you can start shopping. You have an early access, and then after midnight, everybody can. I think it's for 24 hours. It's for 24 hours, and it is the max that you can get is 100. Excuse me, 100. The max you can buy is 18. The max is 18 candles. So $9 Bath and Body Works. Y'all know they don't do the sale, but so often, I think twice a year or something. So, okay. I'm going to put it on the community wall, but, well, actually, I'm going to just send her a DM. Tracy, you got 11 more chances to win. It's the 12 days of Christmas, Tracy. You got 11 more chances. 11 more chances to win, Tracy. Poor Tracy. I've been ordering makeup like a crazy person from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. Shout. Y'all finna blow these folks' servers up again. I know, because as soon as I get off of here, I'm ordering my candle, child. As soon as I get off of here. All right. The Scooter Boot got Paw Patrol. Child, you know Trey does. Girl, he just got a bunch of stuff for his birthday. Because, you know, his birthday was in September. But y'all know, here he go again. All right. Kelvin Hunter. Wendy ex-husband. He said, look, I don't care what Wendy got going on. I don't care if Wendy's sick. I don't care if Wendy can't go to the ATM and take out $20. I don't care if Wendy can't go down and buy herself a new purse. I don't care if my son ain't talking to her. I don't care if she in and out of rehab. I don't care. I want my money. Now, allegedly, Kevin was getting monthly payments from Wendy Williams, and this was a result of I think a result of like whatever his severance package was when he left the employment of Wendy Williams. Remember, he worked for Wendy Williams' company as well as being her husband. So he was fired. You in line at the Bath and Body now? Child. When he was fired, part of his severance package was as long as the Wendy Williams show was on air, he got a payment from the Wendy Williams show. But since the Wendy Williams show has been off air, he hasn't been getting any money. Well, now he's saying that he wants his money. He's saying he wants his money, and he really don't care about nothing that's going on with Wendy Williams. He said he wants his money. You know, B better have my money, basically, is what he's saying to us. Okay? Let me see if I can find his message, child, because this was the story dropped a couple of days ago. And he basically said he don't really care what y'all feel about it. He don't care how y'all feel about it. He don't care. He said he don't care. He don't care how y'all feel about it. I'm trying to find so I can read y'all what he said, child, because he said he really don't care how y'all feel about it. Now, what I found to be interesting is if what I read is accurate, that basically he got paid as long as the show was on the air, then I don't understand how he even feels like they owe him any money. The show ain't been on the air in 2 years. I think, if I read it correctly, he got paid. He was getting paid until the show was over. So I feel like they fulfilled their part of the contract. So I'm not sure what he feels like Wendy Williams owe him. I'm confused. I mean, other than the fact that he probably just broke and need the money. Like that's probably what this boils down to, is that he's broke and he needs the money. But I don't understand how you feel like anybody owe you anything, sir. Here it is right here. He said, everybody want to know what's really going on. The fact is, I'm not being silent anymore. This don't have nothing to do with Wendy, but has everything to do with people trying to steal hard-earned money that I worked for and helped build. I have a slew of experts to help substantiate all my claims, and I'm tired of the blank. I didn't forfeit as much as I did for my son to go through this. Miss me with the double standard as well. It's on. Now, first of all, I don't know what he feel like his son is owed. I don't know what your son got to do with this, and I don't know what you think the double standard is, sir. I'm trying to figure out what the double standard is. Because even in a marriage, if there's an agreement at the end of the divorce that once that contract has been resolved, and that's it, that's all. Yeah, I agree. Kelvin, it's over, sir. Go find a job. Like, you've been living off of Wendy all these years. Go find a job. And I said then, and y'all can go back and look at the old videos when we first talked about Wendy Williams and Wells Fargo. I said then that I think, and Simone confirmed it when we had Simone, Girl Is That Legal on here. She confirmed that that was part of the concern that Wells Fargo had, was that Kelvin, aka Wendy's ex-husband, was trying to get money out of her account, and they knew that he wasn't supposed to have access to her accounts. Not enjoy her vegan pancakes. Not Sharina's vegan pancakes. Amazon may be hiring. They probably are for Christmas. All right, y'all. Everybody's hiring for, well, I gonna say everybody, but a lot of people are hiring. Y'all know it's that time of year, honey. Now, here's a different kind of story, but I'm bringing it to y'all attention for a couple of reasons, okay? He should be a millionaire by now, but he spent it on the side check. Well, there it is. Well, whoop, there it is. All right. Buckingham Palace staff member resigns after making unacceptable and deeply regrettable comments towards a charity founder, Ngozi Fulani. And I hope I said her name right, Ngozi Fulani. Now, first of all, this wasn't just a staff member at Buckingham Palace. This was actually Prince William's godmother. So this wasn't just no regular old schmegular person that worked down to the palace. This was the prince's godmother. Now let me read y'all what this woman said. This is how the conversation went. Lady, meaning the woman in the Buckingham Palace, says, it's Lady SH, like her proper title is Lady, and then whatever SH is. She says to Miss Fulani, where are you from? Her response was, Sister Space. No, where do you come from? She said, we're based in Hackney. She said, no, what part of Africa are you from? Her response was, I don't know. They didn't leave any records. She says, well, you must know where you're from. I spent time in France. Where are you from? Now, I don't know what her spending time in France got to do with anything. Her response was, here, the UK. Like, this is where I'm from. What are you talking about? She said, no, but what nationality are you? Her response, I am born here. I am British. No, but where do you really come from? Where do your people come from? Her response, my people, lady, what is this? Her response, oh, I can see I'm going to have to I'm going to have a challenge getting you to say where you're from. When did you first come here? The response, lady, I am a British national. My parents came here in the 50s when, and before she could finish, she said, oh, I knew we'd get there in the end. You're Caribbean? Me, no, lady, I am of African heritage, Caribbean descent, and British nationality. She said, oh, so you're from, and again, that's where the text leads off. Now, the woman done been fired. But the reason why I bring this up is she's saying she is British. It doesn't matter where her parents are from. She was born in Great Britain. She is a citizen of the United Kingdom. She is British, right? That's like, I know most people understand what I'm saying, but let me give y'all an example. That's like over here, if your parents were from Uganda, but you were born in New York, you are American. You're American. I mean, African American, but American. Your parents are from Uganda, but you were born here. And she's trying to tell this woman, I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. I am British. And this woman is trying to get her to say she's from wherever she's from. Now, I say all of that to say this. For all the people who thought that Meghan Markle was exaggerating, for all the people who thought that Meghan Markle was lying, that nobody said anything about her children being black and made disparaging comments about her children being mixed, and all the things that she went through in the being a part of the royal family and living in wherever they was living when they were in England, one of the castles, child. For all those people that said she was exaggerating or she was lying or no, that didn't happen. She just likes attention and she just wanted to take the prince away. All them people that was coming for her. Here's a perfect example of the thought process of the people who worked there in Buckingham Palace. Now, that's not to say, I don't know if this was the same, the rumor was that it was the now king that made some of those comments, and that's why Harry ain't talking to his daddy. That's another conversation. They about to have a whole 6-part series over to the Netflix. Y'all can go over there and watch it, and they can tell you all about it. But I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, this is the shit that people are still, the mentality that they still dealing with over there in Buckingham Palace. Now, I'm not putting Buckingham Palace on no type of, because hell, we deal with it over here in America. But I'm just going back to the Meghan Markle side of this. When people want to make it seem like that Meghan Markle just, was pulling shit out of the air and making stuff up and was trying to make people look bad. No, this is what she was dealing with. Lady Hussey. Her name Hussey. Woo, Miss Sharon says her name is Lady Hussey. Child. Okay, I'm sorry. That gave me a chuckle. It's probably Lady Hussey, but it say Hussey to me. They knew she wasn't lying, but a lot of people, they still want to act like Meghan. It's funny because a lot of people did the same thing to Diana until she died. Then all of a sudden, everybody loved it. Now, a lot of people did love Diana. That ain't what I'm saying. But when she died, then all of a sudden, everybody had something different to say. But a lot of people did that to Diana until she died, honey. Child, if her daddy don't go somewhere and go sit down. All right, so that's why I brought that up, y'all. I just had to bring that up. Okay. All right, y'all. We only got a couple of more stories. Do we want to talk about them, the couple down to the Good Morning America child that got caught cheating on their spouses? Do we want to talk about them, child? Because look. Now, they said allegedly the woman done left her husband already and that the man had left his wife. But they went on a whole romantic getaway. He was touching her on the butt and they was hugged up and everything else. And it was a whole situation. Y'all say, okay, everybody's saying yes. Y'all so messy. Ooh, y'all so messy. Okay, let's get to it, child. Y'all so messy. I love it. That's what we do over here, child. We messy. All right. Right. So they said they've been dating for months. And my thing is, they said, oh, the execs at ABC are surprised. No, they not. No, they not. They knew good and daggone well. Now they said they're not going to face any discipline. Let me read y'all. Now, this is coming from TMZ. I'm going to read this straight out of TMZ. They literally just posted this. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, co-anchors of Good Morning America 3, will not be disciplined over their romantic relationship. Network sources tell TMZ that Amy and TJ did nothing to warrant punishment. There are two consenting adults on equal levels in the company and have a right to date who they want. One network source says the fact that they were on the air Thursday, the day after the Daily Mail broke the story, should tell everyone that neither will suffer any consequences. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Amy went to the ABC exec several years ago to dispel rumors that her and TJ were a thing. She knew the building was abuzz with talk that they had hooked up, but Amy assured her bosses that they were just friends. As for the timeline, we're told that both TJ and Amy separated from their spouses in August, just weeks apart from each other, and shortly thereafter began a romantic relationship. Now, y'all know they started dating before that, child, but we're going to let them have that. We're told that Amy and TJ plan to make their relationship public in several weeks. Now that makes sense because they sure was out there acting like they was already a couple. They wasn't trying to be discreet. So I believe that they were gonna come public because the man was rubbing on her ass. One of the pictures, he literally had his hand on her ass. Like, you can't think that y'all are having a secret affair when y'all are in public and you rubbing her butt. Like, you can't think that anyway. Until the Daily Mail story broke Wednesday, they had told no one about their relationship, including the execs at ABC. Our sources say both Amy and TJ will be on the air Friday, and there are no plans for them to talk about their relationship. Both TJ and Amy have deleted their social media accounts after the rumor spread. I guess they did, child, because they was probably all up under them comments. TJ always seemed very arrogant to me. Let TJ mess up, and Amy says that she is afraid. He had better have Alexa on hand at all times. I don't believe in coincidences. They had a couple of dates, all four of them together. Ooh, that's messy. There are more than pictures. We have video evidence. He was very casual as she grew. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were out there like they ain't do nothing wrong. So I feel like they probably were going to go public. This ain't the first time for Amy. Well, listen, Mimi. Why delete your social media accounts if you didn't do anything wrong? Because probably the comments and stuff were just out of control. Like, they probably, and I know you can turn your comments off and all of that, but they'll be back. They'll be back. Their social media accounts will be back in a couple of weeks. They just took it off for a minute. They'll be back. I mean, the same thing happened over to the Morning Joe. I know a lot of y'all probably don't look at Morning Joe, but the same thing happened to Morning Joe when Mika Barinsky was first on the show. Both of them were married. Joe was married and Mika was married. The only difference is they did let the network know when they started dating. The network knew that they were dating. So I think that might be a little different. But the same thing, child, because at first, like, we didn't know, the public didn't know for a long time, but privately, people knew. They didn't keep, now, do I think it started before she left her husband? Because I think Joe broke up with his wife before Mika broke up with her husband. But I think that maybe something might have popped off before they actually left their spouses. But again, they both left their spouses, and like I said, I know they went to the network. The network knew. The network knew before the public knew. Because a lot of people didn't know until they got engaged. A lot of people did not know until they got engaged. I love Morning Joe. I had to move away. Listen, I had to step away from Morning Joe for a while because I just got overwhelmed with it was just too much with the Trump years. It was just too overwhelming. But I love Morning Joe. Now I didn't always used to love Morning Joe. I used to love to cuss Morning Joe out though. Like, when I first started watching Morning Joe, I literally just used to yell at the TV all the time. Yeah, they did, Mimi. They had a very quiet divorce. Him and his Mika and Joe. Because when I first started watching Morning Joe, both of them were married to other people. And I didn't know. I knew Joe and his wife separated and got divorced, but I did not know Mika and her husband were no longer together. Because Mika and her husband are still really cool, at least publicly. I don't know what goes, but they're still really cool, and so they would still do stuff together. Because they had young kids, well, not young kids, but their daughters were younger at the time, and they still did do stuff. They used to do stuff together. So even now they're still cool. Listen, these workplace romances are to be expected. You spend more time. Yeah, and again, what they in the statement it said that they were on equal footing. So again, it's not like he was her boss or she was his boss. They were co-anchors together, you know. And I guess as long as they ain't bring nothing into the workforce, like the husband didn't show up to the job, tearing the house, tearing the building up, and the wife didn't show up, cussing and fussing. I mean, I guess they were like, listen, whatever, child. The same way I felt about The View with Megan McCain. Just watch the cuss that. Yeah. Well, y'all know I started not even enjoying The View when she was on there. Oh, did Morning Joe and Mika have their wedding officiated by Donald Trump? No, child. Mm-mm. But they used to be cool with Donald Trump until Donald Trump turned on them. You know, Donald Trump turned on them. All right. Now listen. This story I really don't want to report on, but I have to be fair. If it was anybody else, I would report on the story. This is somebody that I really like. I don't know them personally, but I really do like them. And I think it's something a little off with the story. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is off with the story after I share it with y'all. Um Shangela, y'all know the drag queen Shangela from RuPaul's Drag Race. She's one of the stars of their We're Here. Also, just got done with Dancing with the Stars, the first drag queen to be on Dance with the Stars, made it all the way to the finals. Didn't win, but made it to the finals. There are some allegations against him. I say him because he identifies as he, him. He's a drag queen. He's not trans. He does not identify. So it's he, him. Now I'm gonna read to y'all what it is. Yeah, Elijah Cummings. Yeah, they were really good friends with Elijah Cummings. You knew I was gonna say Shangela. I was gutted when I saw. Yeah, and I'd heard about it yesterday, and I was like, I need to get more information you know, before I speak on it. But I did get the story today. Now this is a post and delete, so the person who I'm gonna read y'all the story, and then we'll talk about it, Chad. We'll talk about it. Child, the heck. I'm sorry, y'all. I be saving stuff, and sometimes I can't find my own stuff. All right, here it is. Tracy, what you just sent me? All right. Okay. So here's the story, y'all. Drag queen Shangela accused of sexually assaulting HBO We're Here crew member in a hotel after an episode rap party. Allegations have been brought up against Shangela, aka DJ Daniel McGarrigle, um, of of assaulting a crew member after the filming in Louisiana. Warning: this post could be potentially triggering, so just so you know. Serious assault charges, allegations, not charges, have been brought up against Shangela, who stars as a co-host. We're Here. Crew member Daniel McGarrigle. I hope I'm saying it right. In a since deleted Instagram post, the HBO crew member alleged the former season 2 star of RuPaul's Drag Race inviting him to the bar to turn up with other members of the We're Here cast and crew after filming the episode Rap Party in Ruston, Louisiana. At the bar, Shangela allegedly bought Daniel a drink. Daniel told Shangela he didn't drink, but the drag diva, the way this is written, but the drag diva insisted he drink it since she already bought it, so he did. Now that's my first concern, but we'll come back to that. Not long after that, she bought more shots for a large group of crew members, and she brings me one too. She again tells me to take the drink. Not wanting to disappoint one of the stars / producers of the show, I again take the drink. Daniel recalled this happened multiple times throughout the hour or two that I was there. It wasn't long before I was feeling pretty wasted. Daniel said that Shangela told him that he needed to come back to her room to help. He went back and forth between the her and him. I'm reading this directly as it's in the article though. To help her pack for her flight the next day. Daniel didn't think anything of it since he had been tasked to help the cast with whatever he could. They hop into a shuttle van and go back to Shangela's room. By the time Daniel got to Shangela's room, he was feeling pretty bad. We got up to her room and I almost immediately started to feel like I'm going to puke. I ran into the bathroom and puked in the toilet. I was super embarrassed, but Shangela slash DJ came in and started rubbing my back and acting like a friend. Shangela then tells me that I can lay in her bed until I feel better. Daniel accepted the offer because the cast hotel was different than the crew hotel and he didn't feel much like moving. I remember crashing face first in her king size bed, face buried in the cold pillow. Then I guess I passed out. That's when things allegedly took a turn for the worse. Daniel said he woke up to DJ on top of him, rubbing himself on parts of the body. I ain't gonna read all that. I said no. He then got real aggressive and told me that he knew I wanted it and that I was going to take it. He held me down and assaulted me. Daniel said he tried to fight Shangela off, but he was in no condition to fight. I just laid there and took it. I guess I fell asleep after because I woke up to DJ pulling his bags out of the room to catch his flight. He tells me I can stay in the room until checkout. I laid there trying to figure out what had just happened to me, and I realized I was assaulted. Um, Not long after sharing the post, Daniel took it down. Meanwhile, Shangela has not responded to these allegations. After sharing the story, Daniel took to Instagram to thank everyone for their support and said he's weighing his options on what his next move should be. It's been a rough 24 hours. Everything I said is true, but I don't think I'm strong enough. I don't think I'm a strong enough person to handle all of this alone. Reevaluating what I need to do. This is not good for my mental health. So, again, if this were anybody else, I would report. So I'm reporting, even though I love Shangela and I really, 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 really do not want to think that this is something that they did. I know DJ personally. He is my stepdaughter's best friend, sweetest, kindest person I ever met. I don't believe it. DJ is like 5'5", 140 pounds, soaking wet. Oh, below. Girl, you got to give me an interview. Why you ain't tell me that before I said that? I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have got the interview, girl. I don't want the interview to talk about this. I just want the interview to talk to her, to talk to Shangela, period. You should have told me, B-Lo, so I could get the interview. Girl. Yeah, I love Shangela. And like I said, I don't want to believe these things. But again, like I said, if this were anybody else, I would do it. I probably would have done a quick drop, but I didn't. I said I'll do it so that we can talk about it live. But this story, like I said, I saw people talking about this yesterday, and I couldn't find the story. And then somebody sent me the story today. I think it might have been Tracy. I'm not sure, but somebody sent me the story today. So yeah, I am not. Again, I'm gonna just pray it's not true. We'll see what ends up happening. Like I said, as of right now, DJ and nobody from DJ's camp has responded. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But that is out there. It is circulating, and it looks like it's starting to sort of get some traction. Because, like I said, when I heard about it yesterday, it was just kind of out there. And I guess because it was a post and delete, maybe that's what's taking a little bit longer for people to kind of catch up to it. So, but anyway, child, that's pretty much what had happened. Xavier said, I'm gonna leave it to God in the court, honey. I'm with you, Xavier. I'm just leave it to God in the court. All right, y'all. I hate to leave on that note, but that's all I got today. Yeah, that's all I got today. I do have how LeBron James got them people together, but no acknowledgement at all, Hammy. I mean, I said Hammy Hammer. No, as far as I can tell, no acknowledgement at all. So what in the world? Yep. But yes, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. I try to get y'all some reviews tonight. It's already 8:40, so I don't know if I'm gonna get anything tonight. Oh, you know what? I did have Kanye on my list. I did. Abby, pull out the sick and shut in list. All right, one last thing, because I really didn't want to end on that one. Child, I know we said we was gonna stop talking about Kanye. Kanye went on Alex Jones InfoWars today or yesterday, child, whenever he did it, with a mask over his face. Really be when you were sick, somebody sent you natural remedies, but you never shared them. I need them now, please. No, they told me to get ginger. I got ginger for my tea. I got fresh ginger from the grocery, like ginger root. What else did they tell me? Pineapple juice. They said was good. So I had pineapple juice, ginger root. What else did y'all tell me to get when I was sick? It was something else I bought. Pineapple juice, ginger root, and it was something else y'all told me to get. Emergency, and it was some sort of cough syrup y'all told me to get. I don't remember it now. I'm sorry, Lady V. I don't remember now. Sea moss. Yeah, I already had some sea moss. Yeah, they told me sea moss. And remember, I already had sea moss. Abby says she's tired of going to the Lord about him. But listen, we don't have to ask the Lord for nothing. He just on the list. He just on the list. Let me say this. I agree, Couture. He needed 5150. He needed 5150. Below, yeah. And listen, if you could, again, tell your stepdaughter that I won't ask him about these allegations, but if he was, I would love to do an interview with him. I ain't gonna ask him nothing about these allegations. We can just talk about Dancing with the Stars, and we're here. Tell him I don't need but 30 minutes of his valuable time, honey. We ain't gotta talk about this. Okay, moving on. Listen. He needed 5150. Do I think he's trolling us? Yeah, to a certain extent I do, but that still don't mean he don't need a 5150. So basically, he was on InfoWars today, and he said that he loves everybody, and Hitler wasn't all bad, that Hitler did some great things, and ain't nobody going to tell him that he can't love Hitler. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. Let me say this. Now, this is the part that y'all ain't gonna like. It's the part y'all ain't gonna like. So stick with me. Stick with me to the end. Okay? Stick with me to the end. Because it's the part y'all not gonna like. He's not wrong about Hitler doing things that are useful, because I'm not going to use the word good. I'm going to say useful. He ain't wrong about that. That still don't make him a good person. That doesn't make him a good person. He is was a horrible human being. Now, did he do things that are useful? Yeah. That still don't make him a good person. Like this, like, I'm sorry, we can separate the two. Excuse me. Excuse me. We can separate the two. It does not make him a good person. Period. Full stop. I was just having this conversation with my psychology class. We would just talk because we were talking about ethics in research, right? We were having a whole conversation about ethics and research. We're actually looking at the movie Mrs. Evers Boys. If you're not familiar with Miss Evers Boys, it was about the Tuskegee experiment. If you're not familiar with the Tuskegee experiment, go Google it, okay? But we're talking about ethics in research. And I told my students, Adolf Hitler conducted research while he was the chancellor that the results could be very helpful to the scientific community. That's a fact. That's a fact. But the scientific community will not use any of his research because the way in which he conducted the research was unethical. He conducted unethical experiments, mainly on the Jewish people and other people he was trying to kill. Now, the information he gleaned could be very useful. But because of the way in which he did it, scientific community won't touch it. So again, I say, Operation Paperclip, if anyone wants to look it up. So again, I say, it doesn't matter. There's nothing redeeming about Adolf Hitler at all. Period. Full stop. Period. Full stop. Right, Tracy. Fruit of the poisonous tree. Absolutely. Marilyn said, I don't care if he helped the old crippled lady cross the street. I know that's right. I don't care if he picked her up and carried that woman on his back. I don't care. It does not make him a good person. Full stop. Period. At the end of that sentence. Kanye isn't crazy. He's just a bad man who follows bad men and is finally being exposed. No, I think he's crazy. I think he's crazy. I really do. I think Kanye West has a mental illness. To me, the only difference between Kanye West right now, for me, that's just not true. His research was used in the Manhattan Project. Twin study research has been used by U.S. doctors. The list goes on. But they didn't conduct it the way Adolf Hitler conducted it. That's what I'm saying. They didn't do it the way Adolf Hitler did it. That's all I'm saying, Alex. Now, again, if I'm saying it, if I'm wording it incorrectly, but they did not duplicate Hitler's experiments the way Hitler did it, because the way Hitler did it was unethical. My friend is a scientist. My best friend is a scientist, and we've talked about this. You said his research, but now the Manhattan Project is a little different because that was the atomic bomb. We know they didn't give a damn about that, child. Yeah, even Alex Jones looked like, what the fuck? Alex Jones was like, shit. I already got to pay all this money to these people. I can't afford another lawsuit. Yeah, there have been twin study research and all that done, but I'm talking about the unethical stuff. I'm talking about the unethical stuff, Alex, that he did. Because there's ethics in research that they just, nobody's going to do that. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm still, but I'm talking about because again, there were things that Adolf Hitler did that we do use today. The highway system is an example. There are things that Adolf Hitler, that's correct, but they damn sure apply it where they can. I feel you. Okay. So then, okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't saying it wrong. I mean, look at the Volkswagen. The Volkswagen was created under Hitler's watch. The whole trunk in the back, I mean the trunk in the front of the car, that was an invention under because Adolf Hitler, because of the snow or something, it was something dealing with the snow or whatever, and the manufacturers of Volkswagen, that's a German company. All of that was under Adolf Hitler's watch. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Cams? All of that was under Adolf Hitler's watch. I mean, there are things that were invented under the Nazi regime that we still indulge in today. So I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the the experiments, the unethical experiments and stuff that violate those rules. I mean, hell, Fanta soda was invented by the Nazis. People still drink it. But the twin research was really bad. They would torture, right, to see if the other could feel it. Exactly, Alex. Exactly. They sure would. I mean, let's not forget that there were lamps that were developed from the skin of Jewish people. The lampshades were made out of their skin. Like some nasty shit. Child, yeah, fancy. Y'all ain't know that. See, that's what I'm saying. hmm The only difference between, for me, and this is me, y'all, so the only difference between Kanye West right now and that the guy on the street that y'all see that talks to himself is the fact that Kanye West got money. Imagine if Kanye West were broke and wasn't a celebrity. Kanye West would be that same guy on the street at the subway asking for some spare change, talking to himself. I really believe that there's something. I believe that he has a. I really do believe. Now, do I think that he's smart? Absolutely. Do I think that he's manipulative? Absolutely. But do I think he has a mental issue? Absolutely. I've told y'all the story a million times about my best friend's mom, and she talks openly about her mom and her mom's mental health issues. Her mom was smart as hell. Her mom could out. Let me tell you something. We spent the better part of 30 years trying to outsmart her mama. Her mom is smart as hell. And even though it was well documented that her mother had mental health issues, you know how hard it was for us to get her mom in the hospital? How hard it was for us to get her under a 5150? There were literally times, and I'm not making this up. And one day my best friend, because my best friend listens to all of my videos. Now she about a year behind. So sometime next year she gonna hear this video. There was a time when they took her mama to the hospital and her mama beat them back home. Took the mama to the hospital, and by the time they did whatever they did and got back home, her mama was back at the house. They know how to manipulate. They're not stupid. Mental health doesn't mean dumb. And I think people need to understand there's a difference. Having a mental break or being mentally having a mental health issue ain't dumb. Ain't nothing dumb about Kanye West. But do I think that he has a mental issue? Absolutely. Do I think that, and for as much as we can say about Kim Kardashian, do I think that he stayed on his meds and Kim probably had a lot to do with that for the majority, not all of it, but for the majority of their marriage? I do. I absolutely do. I think as the marriage started unraveling, her control over, or her influence, I should say, over him taking his meds and staying on his meds, I think fractured. But when they were together and they were in love and everything was good, I think that she had a strong influence over him staying on his meds and staying on the straight and narrow, or at least them being able to keep his episodes out of the news. But when they weren't together anymore, or there was a split, I think that her influence over him waned. Fanta was created because it was the Second World War and Pepsi wasn't available to them at the time, and they had to use what they had to create the soda known as Fanta. Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's up, El Teddy? So Kim K has been experiencing his behavior behind closed doors for a long time. I believe so. I believe so. But I don't have a whole lot of sympathy because you knew who he was when you got with him. Like it wasn't well documented that Kanye West had situations. Like, you know. But yeah, I believe so. I do. And again, people, you can feel how you feel about Kim Kardashian, but I do. I believe there was stuff behind. I believe that. My friend's sister would have to sign herself in, and she would, after she terrorized them for weeks. The meds made her a zombie, like her sister said. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And so again, what people need to understand about mental health and anybody who's dealt with it in their family, the mental health laws, and I ain't going down that road. I've talked about it before, but a lot of the laws changed under the Clinton regime. The Patient's Bill of Rights. With the Patient's Bill of Rights, it goes back to what me and El Teddy were just talking about over on the Teacher Project 2.0. You know, we have a tendency to overcorrect when things are wrong. We have a tendency to overcorrect. And so with the Patient's Bill of Rights, it went from pretty much anybody in your family being able to commit you for any reason to becoming damn near impossible for somebody to commit you. They have to be able to show that you are a danger to yourself or a danger to others. And again, it goes back to being very intelligent. A lot of people with mental health issues, they know how to act right when they need to act right. And the threshold is so high. What does that mean? A danger to yourself, a danger to others. Like you damn near have to just say, yeah, I'm going to myself. And they'll be like, oh no, wait a minute. She's having ideologies. Oh no, we got to do something about that. But anything short of you just basically coming right out and saying it, or you being violent in that moment, and even then, it's only a 72-hour hold. So even if they do get you committed, you're only there for 72 hours. And the reality of the situation is that 72 hours is long enough for them to get the meds in you. So once the meds are in you and you're no longer violent and you're no longer showing any signs of violence, most people are able to sign, like Hammer just said, sign themselves out and keep and going back home. It's really hard. So I know people keep saying, oh, well, Kanye doesn't have anybody around him. He does, but what is Kanye doing? He's not violent. He's not out here fighting. He's not out here threatening people. He's just saying shit that's crazy. You can't commit some. I could say you can't. It would be hard to commit somebody off of what Kanye West is doing. He's not assaulting anybody. He's not being violent. He's not threatening anybody. The closest he came was when him and Pete Davidson got into it. That's the closest that he came. My neighbor works in psych ward, even if it's past 72 hours and you're still showing signs, they won't let you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's at the, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The 72-hour hold, if you're still showing, absolutely you can stay past 72 hours. What I'm saying is, usually by 72 hours, the meds are in you, and most people are no longer showing those signs. Absolutely, they can keep you longer. Absolutely. People forget that those two were running around for years. This was such a deep relationship. Yeah, there's a difference from knowing who someone is and experiencing the depth of mental illness. My cousin's son has schizophrenia. What she experienced is different than what we see. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, I went through it with my best friend. I was on the front lines for a long time with my best friend. I mean, it started in high school, and it was, well, it probably started before high school. The first major incident was when we were in high school. Well, let me not even say that. There was a major incident in high school. Again, I'm not going to say it was the first one. Right, with Rosemary Kennedy, right. Her family forced her to have a lobotomy, and it totally screwed her up. Some of the mentally ill can act like a preacher on Sunday morning in front of the law. Once they leave, it's the exorcist. One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest really shed a light on the horrendous treatment in mental health institutions. I wonder if it was the impetus for the legislative changes. A lot of those examples were. Tracy said, give me a blow dart and his meds. I can take care of it. I know that's right. Right. So again, I don't think it's necessarily fair to even say he doesn't have anybody around him that cares about him. Again, I think people think it's easier than it is. Because at the end of the day, again, what is he doing? What is he really doing that's hurting anybody? He's offending us. He's very offensive. What he's saying is offensive. But what is he doing? The standard, the burden is exhibiting that he is a danger to himself and to others. What is he physically doing? Is he threatening anybody? Has he hit anybody? Has he assaulted anyone? Has he talked of wanting to no longer be here? Has he talked about taking somebody else with him? See, those are the types of conversations that have to be recorded and documented in order to meet the burden of danger to yourself and others. It's a high burden, y'all. And again, do I think he needs that help? Yeah, I do. But when you start talking about putting somebody in a facility, it's a high burden. And it's going to be an even higher burden for somebody who's high profile because nobody wants to be responsible. Nobody wants that lawsuit. Nobody wants Kanye West, once he's got his meds and he's back under control, to come back and say, I never gave you permission. I didn't do anything. I didn't violate the rules. I never said I was going to hurt myself. I never said I was going to hurt anybody else. Like, nobody wants to be that person. Honestly, I think a lot of Kanye's friends agree with him. This Hotep anti-Jewish rhetoric is very popular among straight cis black men of influence. I would love to know where his father is. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know his friends, so I can't say that his friends aren't down with it. But I also think too, when people are celebrities, I think we use the word friend a little too loosely. Everybody that's there, everybody on the front row ain't your friend. Everybody that's there ain't your friend. You know what? Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So I think we use this friend word a little loose. I don't know where his father is. J12, aka, I don't know that song. Is that on his, like, the Donda album? That's on one of his new albums? Because I don't really listen to him, so I don't know if it's on the radio. But other than that, well, even not even there, y'all know I don't listen to the radio, child. All right. Right, you know things are bad when he can shock Donald Trump and Alex Jones, yeah, because Alex Jones' face was like, whoa. Like, his face said, whoa. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget, tomorrow night, El Teddy and myself will be talking about Queen Sugar. We'll be wrapping up the series. Abby may or may not be their child because I don't know if she finished watching the season. Please don't forget to go out and purchase a makeup palette from Abby. It's 152 people in the chat. If you need a Christmas gift, Abby, put the drop the link in the chat again, please. If you're still here in the bushes somewhere, honey. If you're looking for a Christmas gift or you are a makeup person yourself, y'all get on over to Exquisite Beauty. I'm gonna put the link in the chat myself. Y'all get over to Exquisite Beauty and y'all pick up Abby's palette. It's available for free for pre-order. So y'all know that doesn't mean you're gonna get it in the next couple of days, but it is available for pre-order. You can support Abby. I know that's my sis, that's my girl. What's up, Castro Cannon? And even if you a guy, y'all know somebody that like makeup, honey. Y'all know somebody. It'll be a nice stocking stuffer to put in somebody's stocking. Okay. It was on the 2018 Ye album. I think it was in the news. I don't listen to him. Yeah, I would have to go back to that. But y'all check it out, like I said. And don't forget that the 12 days of Christmas, the first day one winner was Quintessential. Tell the elder I said, hey, Quintessential was the first members only 12 Days of Christmas winner. She will be getting a palette in the mail. I'll reach out to her. Like I said, I'll hit her up on Instagram. I think I got her number in my phone somewhere too, child. But anyway, I'll hit Quintessential up. And don't forget, y'all still have 11 days and something from me. If you are a member for the 12 Days of Christmas. Please, if you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button on your way out the door. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, listen, it's free 99. Y'all know we're on the road to 10,000 around here. We are close. We are getting close, y'all. We are getting close. Well, when I say getting close, child, we're going in the right direction. Let me say that. We are going in the right direction, y'all. We have we need 13 more subscribers to be under 700. So we are at 813 subscribers away from 10,000. So if we can get 13 subscribers by the end of the night, that would be great. That would be great. Okay. And don't forget to head on over to Bath & Body Works and get your candles. I'm going over there as soon as I hit the stop button, okay? As soon as I end this broadcast, I'm heading on over there, all right? I will check y'all later. Talk to y'all later. Peace.